Number one, they all have a descending root movement by a half step. Number two, I'm connecting them using a common tone on top. Number three, and perhaps most important, I stole them. Now, any major dude with half a brain will tell you that if you're gonna steal from the best, and so I do. I steal from Steely Dan. In this video, we're going deep on the iconic chords from this iconic band, and I'm gonna show you what they didn't show me in my old school, which is that these incredible musicians use things like upper extensions and chromatic root movement to create perhaps the most sophisticated color palette in the history of popular music. We're gonna listen to examples from the band itself. Best of all, we're gonna practice these techniques with this wonderful trio here, so that you too can become fluent in the Dan. And, if you want to, then you can, if you want to recreate them, you can do it again. Can't buy a thrill. Peg. Reeling in the years. All right. Okay, as you can probably tell, I'm fairly excited to talk about what we're talking about today. Steely Dan's one of my all-time favorite bands. This music is some of my all-time favorite music. We're going to be listening to examples of that chromatic movement and common tone from just one album from Asia, but it's all over their catalog. And by the way, many other artists' catalog, people like Stevie Wonder, Robert Glasper, Claude Debussy. A lot of folks use this technique. But I think nobody catches it quite as cleanly as Steely Dan. So we're going to, of course, be working through Asia. We're going to start with Black Cow. This is from the second verse. Check this out. Down to Green Street. So we're all in kind of a C-dominant area here. Looking so irate, and they tell you so. An A7, flat 13, D sus. Here. E7, sharp 9, E flat, major 7. So let's just examine that for a minute. So those two chords are exactly what we're talking about here. E7 with the sharp 9 on top. You could hear it in the horns, right? That G natural. To an E flat major 7 with its third on top, G natural. And that is the signature sound, right? So if we keep going here on this verse, it's going to happen again here. You will stagger home. Here's our 6th chord going to our D sus. 7, D sus. E7 flat, sharp 9. E flat, major 7. Okay, now we're going to go to the chorus. And there's another example right here in this chorus. Brilliant chorus. We've transitioned to the key of A major from the key of C. Here we're going to go to the minor, F sharp minor, right here. That section right there, those two chords, just when it seems so clear. It's an E major, 6/9 chord. Donald Fagen singing F sharp on top, just when it seems. And then we go to E flat, dominant 7, again with that sharp 9, so that F sharp, or G flat, remains intact. It's so brilliant. All right, let's check out another example from the same album with the same principle. We've got a chromatic root movement that descends chromatically, and we have a common tone on top. This is going to happen here in a little bit of a pattern. This is Peg. You can hear that top note. Again, we've got a G6/9, the 9 on top, to an F sharp 7, sharp 9, F6/9 with the 9 on top, E7, sharp 9, E flat with the 9 on top, D7 with that sharp 9 on top. The exact same principle. I mean, we might as well call it the Steely Dan principle at this point. I've got one more example from this album of this principle. Deacon Blues. Let's hear that again. Hear anything familiar? We've got a chromatic descending root movement. We've got a common tone on top. We've got a C major 7 with the 5th G on top to this G add 9 over B, open studio move, to a B flat major 7 with the F on top, to an F add 9 over A with the F on top, D major 7 with the A on top, the 5th, A add 9 with the A on top, back to C with the G on top, G with the G on top again. Again, it's this pattern of our descending by half steps root movement and our common tone on top. That's the thing that we want to steal. That's what we want to put into our own bag of harmonic tricks. I'm going to show you how to do that just after the break. If you want to go on a deeper dive, click the link in the description for our free PDF worksheet. Let's get back to it. So how can we connect these two chords together, our F major chord and our E7 chord? Well, we can steal. So let's steal from Steely Dan, the intro to Peg. That's an F6-9 chord. There's no 7th, but there's a 6 and there's a 9. To an E7 with that sharp 9. That's exactly what they do in the intro to Peg. That G stays on the top. We could do this, by the way, with every single note of our F scale. So we can literally go up the white keys on the piano, that F Lydian scale, and find voicings where that top note connects. The root, the 9, the 3rd, the sharp 11, the 5th of F, connecting it, the 13th, connecting it, the 7th E, of course, connecting it. I'll show you how with the trio coming up. 1, 2. Okay, now that we've heard some examples from Steely Dan themselves that have that chromatic root movement and that common tone on top using a bunch of extensions, and I've demonstrated what extensions are, how we can link them up, and we've talked about our F major to E7 A minor chord progression, let's practice using all of the possible notes that we have. We're going to start with the F of the F major chord on top. See if we can link it up. So there it is. Check it out. For our E7, we're going to keep that F held over as a flat 9 chord. Listen to that again. Listen to that. It's a dominant 7. That flat 9 and that natural 13 sounds really good. Play it with me here. Play it with me. 2, 3, and. Trying to connect those notes. Got our A minor 7 there at the end. One more time. It's so rich. What we love about Steely Dan. Now, our next example has the 9 of that F major on top. We've got an F major 6-9 chord. We're going to keep that G on top for our E7. This is straight out of the Peg playbook, right? This is just like that intro to Peg. We've got a 6-9 chord, F6-9, the 9 on top, and that becomes the sharp 9 of our E7. We're going to even hold it over to our A minor chord so that we've got the 7 of that A minor chord on top. So G's on top the whole time. Play with me. So good. One more time. Let's keep going up the scale. Let's put the 3rd of F on top, our A. We're going to keep it there for the E7. We're going to make it a sus. Suspend that 3rd up to its 4th, A. Just land on a regular A minor triad. Sounds good to me. Play with me. 3, 4. Now, Steely Dan loves their sus chords. So this is indicative of what they might do. Again, having that common tone, it makes for like a through line. One more time. Next up, we're going to use the 11, the sharp 11 specifically, that B natural. We can take it all the way through the chord progressions. We've got an F major 7 with the sharp 11 on top, the B natural. We're going to do an E7 with the sharp 9, that G natural. Very, very Danish. 2 more times here, B natural on top. Again, the B natural fits just perfectly with that F because we are in the key of A minor or C major. So there wouldn't be a B flat in the key of C major. One more time. Again, if you're going to steal from the greatest. Let's put the 5th of F on top. Check this out. Another 6/9 voicing. Another sharp 9 voicing, this time with that flat 13 on top of the E. So the C natural is the flat 13 of our E7. Check it out. It's the Dan, man. All right, let's try putting that 13 of F, D natural. The 7th of E7. And the 11th of A minor. D natural is going to be on top the whole way through. So we've got F, major 13, E7, sharp 11, flat 9. Basically a B flat triad over the E7. Check it out. Got a nice crunchy. That's thick. One more time. And again, we can use all those altered extensions on the dominant chords because they sound good. Last one, E natural. Natural 7 of our F major 7. We'll go back to that 11 on the A minor because I love it so much. We could do E, but I love that D. F major 13 with the 7 on top. E7, again, flat 13. Sharp 11. Sorry, E7, flat 13, sharp 9. Too many extensions, get confused. One more time here with the E on top. Keep it going, guys. So this is, to me, the essence of what makes a Steely Dan chord a Steely Dan chord. And by the way, the process that we use today, stealing from our favorite artists, is the most important process in learning music. It's not YouTubers like me. It's like, who do you listen to? Who do you love? Go figure out what they're doing and then make it your own. It's not going to be exactly like them. Some of these don't sound as much like Steely Dan as others, but I'm learning as I'm doing this. I'm kind of making my own version of what my heroes have done before me. So it's a tried and true, proven way to get better at playing music. Don't forget to click the link in the description for the PDF so that you can have that to take home with you and work on these. And until next time, happy practicing.